The Make Do Review Halloween Spooktacular.
Hello and welcome to the Make Do Review podcast, Spooktacular edition for Halloween. I'm Emily.
And I'm Jack.
And we are here with our first of our October spooky podcast episodes. Today is my top 5 spooky films.
Spooky.
Spooky films. So, are you ready to get into it, Jack?
Oh, I don't know. I'm a little scared.
Why?
'Cause it's Halloween! By the time you listen to this, it will be the start of the October month, October 2nd, but we will be away. We'll be away on holiday.
In the sun.
In the sun, yeah. Not celebrating Halloween and getting out of the English rain, which is great. So we're off to Spain. So by the time you listen to this, we will be in Spain, and then after that, we'll be in Venice. But we have the whole of October planned out and ready for your listening pleasure.
Ooh.
How are you today, Emily?
I am doing quite well. I'm very excited because in real time recording this, we're away tomorrow.
We're away tomorrow.
In general, I'm very excited for Halloween and all things autumny.
Halloween's great,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like it's becoming a dead holiday. It's more for the adults now.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, there's too many dangers out there for kids, which is annoying. It's a shame, but Halloween's great. It brings out the best in me, I feel. It's the funnest holiday.
Do you have a costume idea for this year yet?
It's either going to be Chips Ahoy gang from Stranger Things, Stephen and Robin, or I want to go as I don't know. That's the only thing I've thought of. Have you thought of anything?
Well, at one point we were talking about it would be quite funny if we both went as Hopper and Joyce.
Oh, that too as well. Yeah, that would be funny. The only things we've got so far is Stranger Things.
Yeah.
we're like,
fan.
yeah, that was like my first thing. I was like, oh my god, we can go that is Halloween, which is everyone's thought. It's not very original. It's either that or we go. We're in the pound shop, and we saw like this big massive baby head. It was like it was like a paper baby head.
Yeah.
And then that was it. So I was like, if it all fails, we just buy them, and that's it.
Yeah. Couple goals.
Yeah. So Emily, let's just jump into the top 5, eh?
Okay, so at number 5.
Oh, we're going right in there.
And number 5, I have Halloween Town. Have you ever seen Halloween Town?
No.
I believe it was on like the Disney Channel or like Nickelodeon, that kind of thing.
It's a Disney film, isn't it?
I think so. It came out in 1998, the first one. It's directed by Dwayne Dunham.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
No.
Oh. Who?
Dwayne Dunham.
Oh.
It stars Kimberly J. Brown as Marnie Piper, Joey Zimmerman as Dylan Piper, Judith Hoag as Gwen Piper, Emily Rasky as Sophie Piper. I may have said that very wrong, her last name. And the beloved Debbie Reynolds as Aggie Cromwell.
I don't know any of these people.
You at least know Debbie Reynolds.
Who's that? You don't even know.
She's... Oh my gosh.
See, you don't even know.
You know.
You're a liar.
You know the actress who plays Princess Leia in Star Wars?
Yeah?
It's her mum.
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
That's Carrie Fisher. It's Princess Leia.
I'm having to get this up. Please. Please.
Let's move on.
No,
You're scrambling. What did you say is Princess Leia? It's not.
It is. Carrie Fisher is her daughter.
It's her daughter.
Carrie Fisher is Debbie Reynolds' daughter.
Oh.
Anyway, moving on.
Well, how would I know that? It's like 2 different
Because
names.
she's such a good actress.
So Debbie Reynolds is Carrie Fisher's mum.
Yes.
Oh, okay. How would I know that?
Because Debbie Reynolds is a huge actress. She's
Is
in
she?
Singing in the Rain.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, then there you go.
There you go, kids. You've learnt something new on this podcast.
Well, how would you? Even you were like, "Ugh, I don't know.
I was like,
you
how
had to
do I
look her up.
explain who she
You
is?
don't even know who she was.
Okay. So here's
Tell me about.
the
Tell
synopsis.
Tell
of
me
the
about
first one.
Halloween Town.
Marnie and her kids get a big shock when they follow their grandmother home to Halloween Town and find out they're from a family of witches. The town is the only place where supernatural beings can lead a normal life, but trouble is looming, and on her 13th birthday, Marnie not only finds out she's a witch, but that she and her family are involved in a fight against the evil that is threatening to take over the world.
Oh, I get it. Halloween Town.
Yes, it's literally a town.
I get it.
So the reason why I love this film is because I watched all of them when I was a kid. They were fun, they were
Yeah.
spooky, they were kooky.
So it's like nostalgia.
Yeah,
Like that's
the
what.
nostalgia.
When
being
you
a
think of
kid.
Halloween, that's like the first thing pops in your
Yeah.
head. Yeah.
And there's 3 films. And like
3.
there's 3, so like obviously the kids get older and new things happening in the town, and so if you haven't seen it, I suggest you check it out. If you have, like when you're a kid, rewatch it because it's a good one. Okay. Are you ready?
Is that all you gotta say?
Yeah, because I've not seen it in a long time.
Oh,
actually, so-
okay. Fair play.
Okay, so the next one is one that I actually only saw last year,
Oh, right. Okay.
and I think this might be a sin that I only saw it last year. But that is The Corpse Bride.
Was that last year we watched that?
Mm-hmm. The first time I've ever seen it.
And it's your number 4?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
because it's good.
I know, but it's like you've seen it so recently and it's already your like best. That's-
Spooky.
All thanks to me. She's barely seen any Tim Burton films,
Yeah, I thought I had.
which
but,
is crazy. She's like seen nothing.
So Corpse
So,
Bride.
yeah. Why The Corpse Bride?
Well, when I watched it, I mean, I love the stop motion style of filmmaking. Excuse you. And
I'm choking because the intro that you heard was me, and literally I did like 10 different takes of different voices, and I went so down far my throat that I've like destroyed it.
lovely.
Continue, please. I'm so sorry.
The reason why, yeah, because I love that kind of filmmaking. It's really charming. The story's really charming as well, and the music.
It is very charming.
Like
That's
it's
a
got
good
that
word.
kind of spooky, eerie vibe, but it's again, it's quite kooky and it's fun, and that's why I enjoy it. I don't mind like horror films in general, but I don't really like.
Yeah, when we're looking
don't
at
find them entertaining.
we're looking into these lists, and I don't think either of us have like scary films.
Yeah.
Most of them are just thrillers or horror themed.
Yeah.
Like most of mine are comedies, but it's Halloween themed, so I'm sticking to it.
So, Corpse Bride came out in 2005 and is directed by Tim Burton and Mike Johnson. It stars Johnny Depp as Victor, Helena Bonham Carter as Corpse Bride, Emily Watson as Victoria, Danny Elfman as Bone Jangles, and Richard E. Grant as Barkins.
See, I didn't know it was Richard E. Grant.
No, same here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it's got a very star-studded cast. I
Good
feel
film.
like everyone has watched this film and you don't need me to explain it.
Yeah, of course they have.
If you haven't watched
Classic.
if you haven't watched
Instant
it,
classic.
take my advice. Go watch it. Go watch that and The Nightmare Before Christmas. Yes,
Yeah.
that's a good one as well.
Yeah, it's 2 different films though.
Yeah, but that's a good one as well.
This is
But
popping
it's
your
just
head.
not on my list. Yeah.
But that's the thing. A lot of people argue: is it a Christmas film or is it a Halloween film? It's both. Jinx.
Oh, it's both.
Honestly, yeah, it's both. It's it's a film about Halloween with Christmas in it.
So basically, enjoy it twice.
Exactly. That's why I do every time. But it's not on my list.
Oh my god.
It was going to be in my list, but I even though I think it's both, I watch it more at Christmas. I don't watch it at Halloween.
Interesting.
But I would say it was both.
Mm.
You can watch it anytime. Number 3.
Number 3 is a very recent one. It came out in 2019. It is Us, directed by Jordan Peele.
Ooh.
I really enjoyed Get Out. That was a masterpiece.
You prefer Us over Get Out?
I found Us very, very creepy.
Is that why it's on your list?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Because Get Out's creepy, but it's like more like violent and like thrillery. Whereas Us, like those, like there are alternate people.
It's just that one. It's like that one bit that gets me is when they first see them, like that whole scene. That's the creepiest bit, but
yeah,
whatever.
So yeah, and the acting in that is absolutely phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
I mean, from all of them.
Lupita.
Playing, yeah.
Yeah, she's just stellar because she played both characters.
So yeah, she plays Adelaide Wilson and Red.
Did you know that when they were filming the scenes, she had to do it twice? Obviously,
yeah.
Like most of the actors did it twice, and see if you watch the behind the scenes, it's actually incredible. So while she's playing like her normal self, like the normal, I can't remember what's her character's name.
Adelaide.
Yeah, when she's playing her, it's Jordan Peele on a microphone saying her other lines, like her tethered character's lines, and he's doing it in the voice.
Wow.
He's you tethered us together.
That must have been a really weird experience filming then.
Yeah, it's really interesting to watch because it's just Jordan Peele doing it, and he does an excellent job. It's really good.
Yes, it stars Lupita.
Great film. Yeah.
And Winston Duke as Gabe Wilson, Shahadid Joseph as Zora Wilson, Evan Alex as Jason Wilson, Madison Curry as young Adelaide, the little girl, and then Jordan Peele as the funhouse narrator.
Yeah, he's he pops in both these films as different voices. Yeah.
So yeah, and yeah, just the whole cast it blew me away. Really, like it was really creepy. But then afterwards, when you're thinking back, it's like, oh, wow, it's just phenomenal. Like the emotions and the voices, the voice work alone, it's amazing. So
what, New Peters?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very clever film, and it's very creative.
It is, and the whole storyline in itself is quite moving.
I like when they just go all out in films. Like it doesn't matter about reality and stuff. Just make your own. I like that. It makes for more interesting films.
And the twist at the end as well. If you've seen it, you know what I mean. That twist. Where it hints at what happened.
That's good.
That just completely then threw me off as well. I was like, oh my gosh, like who do you actually now trust? Like after all of this.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Good film.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2.
Number 2 is a classic. It's The Shining.
Yeah.
The Shining from 1980, directed by Stanley Kubrick. And based on the novel by Stephen King. It stars Jack Nicholson.
Probably the best adaptation of a Stephen King novel.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, and then I would say the new It film. Everything else is a bit of a mess.
Stephen King has written some fantastic books.
Some dumb books as well. Yeah, classic.
And
I only seen it last year.
Yeah, so many on our list are ones that one of us
have seen like recently. I watched it. I actually watched it last Halloween with my sister because I was like, I've never seen it and I want to see it. And I'm annoyed because it didn't scare me. But the film is so much more than a horror film.
Yeah,
it's it's cryptic. It's beautiful in a way.
It's like a psychological thriller as well.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Jack Nicholson, amazing. Yeah, that's just a great film.
So we have Jack Nicholson, who plays Jack Torrance, Shelley Duvall, who plays Wendy Torrance, Danny Lloyd, who plays Danny Torrance, and Joe Turkel, who plays Lloyd. The creepy barman person.
Big Lloyd.
Big Lloyd.
On that note, the sequel to The Shining is coming out this October 31st, this Halloween, called Dr. No Sleep. And we will be seeing it, and we will review it.
We will. We're hoping that we can do that on
Halloween. Yeah, so we're hoping to see it on Halloween, and then record it and post it on Halloween. So that would be great. So look out for that.
So Touchwood, yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be out there.
Hopefully it's a good film. It looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I want to rewatch The Shining though. So
Yeah,
that
we'll rewatch it, and then it'd be great.
It's that like puppet boy doll thing. It's like red rum. Creepy as well.
What?
You know the little boy puppet thing that's like doing the red rum stuff.
What boy puppet?
Like the little, he does like the red rum.
Yeah, it's just the boy, isn't it? It's the sun.
I can't remember.
It's not in the first in The Shining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just the sun. It's not a puppet.
Why do I feel like it's a puppet? I think I'm getting confused with the puppet.
Poltergeist?
No, in Buffy.
Buffy? That's what?
I just got an image of this creepy puppet in my head.
Oh!
And it's from the Buffy episode.
The ventriloquist doll.
Yeah.
No, it's just the little boy. Where he's like, red rum, red rum.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Yeah, it's creepy, yeah, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just got the cinematography and that is great as well.
Stanley
the
Kubrick.
shots and the effects. I mean, the effects probably look a bit dated, maybe.
What effects? There's no effects.
But like, so for example,
everything's practical.
Yeah, but
the blood is practical.
I mean, that shot's incredible.
Yeah, it's just fantastic.
And
I think they redid it for the new film.
Yeah, I think they have in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm intrigued by the trailer.
I'm intrigued too. Whether it's going to be good or not, I don't know.
It looks more and more like psychological.
Yeah, and there's like this whole thing where it's like a woman's trying to steal the Shining from people. It's very... But who knows? I'd rather just keep it like ambiguous than and then see it and see what happens. Okay, Emily. The time has come.
For my number uno.
Yeah, number one.
Coraline.
Coraline?
Yeah. Because that's creepy.
Coraline! What? No, I love that film. That film's amazing.
That is
number one.
So creepy.
Wow. I actually have a story about that.
Yeah, go on.
And it's so funny. Like, I know my mum listens to the podcast. So, Mum, if you're listening, I wonder if you remember this story. But I once had my cousin round. I can't remember who it was, but it was a cousin. And my mum phoned me. And this is back when you used to go to the video shop to get like DVDs and stuff. But it wasn't a Blockbuster. It was like a different company. So my mum got me to go get a DVD for my cousin to watch. And I saw Coraline. And then obviously you didn't see the box art. You just seen the disc and like the name. That was it. So you just had to go off the name. So I was like, Coraline, I'm pretty sure that's a kid's film. I'm pretty sure that's the new animated film. So I picked it up. I gave it to my cousin to watch. I went out, and then I got a phone call from my mum being like, what film did you give your cousin? She is upstairs crying her eyes out. And I was like, what?
How old was your cousin?
No, I don't know. She was very young.
Oh, gosh.
But yeah, it's that creepy. It creeps out kids.
It is. I think that's what makes it so good is that, like, it's supposedly a kid's film, but it is like the stop motion, everything is creepy.
Yeah.
Like you feel like it's this fantastical world and it's a bit mysterious and fun, and then but it's a bit creepy anyway in the first place, and then it just hits another level and it's like, oh,
yes,
I'm not sleeping tonight.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm not going through any small portals in my house.
Yeah. So why is if you had to put it down, why is Coraline your number one Halloween spooky film.
Probably because, well, a bit like the Halloween Town is like a nostalgia thing. Also because of the way it's done with the stop motion, and it's just so creative. And also the story is really original as well. I mean, I love all of these films, but I feel like Coraline just shocked me the most, because with the rest of them you kind of felt like you knew the tone for the whole of it, and then with Coraline I really hadn't known where it was
it's
going.
it's a slow burner.
It is.
Yeah, it really builds it up.
And it was like one of those films that when I watched as a kid I was like, wow, this is like really cool and like fantastic and imaginary, and then it just turns, and that's, I think, what makes it the creepiest.
I'm your other mother, silly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the
You
button
could just
and the
tell
button eyes.
It's not quite right.
Yeah.
The whole way through. Whereas the rest of them, it's like the tone is kind of similar.
Do you know? It's weird. Every time I think of that film, I think of the intro, where it's like you see her hands, the mother's hands. It's all like pointy and scraggly, and she's doing the Coraline doll. I don't know. It's always been in like it's like stamped in my brain. And it's like, it's just, and it's got the music as well.
Yeah, the music.
It's such a good soundtrack.
And the fact that they have the buttons as eyes is just
creepy.
Weird. Yeah, so I don't know. There's just something about that film, like, ever since I saw it as a kid, it just weirds me out. And even now when we watch it, I'm still a bit like, ooh, like tingles up your spine. Like, it's a bit uncomfortable, but yeah. So, but there are so many other spooky films.
Yeah, do you have any honorable mentions?
So I've already said like The Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's it.
That's the only one. One I did have on my list, but I took off, didn't make it, was Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously, a fantastic film.
Yeah. Classic right there. Classic Disney right there.
One I have to mention that spooked me out so much as a kid was Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, you told me about this, and that's just, it sounds ridiculous to me.
I just remember one night
the Eddie Murphy film.
Yeah. So,
what? How is it scary?
So my dad and I watched it, and me and my brother were quite young, and I just remember that we both got a bit freaked out, more so than my dad had kind of thought we would. And so then we had to watch, I can't remember what we watched afterwards, but we like sat there in the dark for a bit talking, and then he put on a happy film. Maybe it was just me that was creeped out. Maybe my brother wasn't, but yeah. I just remember being a bit like freaked out to go to bed. Oh, The Woman in Black.
Oh yeah,
that film is
you've
creepy
told me,
too.
Yeah.
That film is very scary, and the book is scary as well. I had to read the book first.
I remember my school got taken on field trips to go see that film.
Yeah, we did it as part of our.
You did it as well,
yeah.
I never got to do it though.
And then they came out, but the thing is, they came out then with the second film, and all that did was frustrate me because this silly kid, and I was like, just leave the kid to die.
No.
Come on, we know what happens now. Just leave the child. Let the Woman in Black take him.
Oh, okay.
Very
spoilers.
Very
I haven't seen it.
Well, you know.
Oh well.
They have to watch it.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think so.
Would you like to run down your top 5 one more time?
So, in case you switched off halfway through. My number 5 was
For
Halloween.
you is coming back in.
Was Halloween Town. The next one was Corpse Bride. Then we had Us. Then we had The Shining. And my number 1 was Coraline. What do you think of my list?
It's very random. I think so. I haven't seen Halloween Town. I seen Us With You.
Yeah.
Which I thought was great. I love Coraline.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the other one?
The Shining.
The Shining. And I think I like The Shining, but I didn't think it was that scary. Or whatever.
The problem is,
it was built up too much for me, and then I seen it, and I was like, but it's a great film. I really enjoyed it.
I think that's the
as
thing.
a film.
I more prefer thrillers and like kooky, spooky films rather than actual horror.
But yeah, great list.
Thank
Emily.
you for
Great
listening,
list.
everyone. I'm glad I've got that out there.
Yeah. So thank you so much for listening, and tune in next week for my top 5 spooky films.
Ooh.
Thank you so much for listening, everyone. If you would like to send us any requests, please email us at themakedopodcast@gmail.com, or follow us on Twitter at the Make Do Review, and send us any messages for any requests, or if you just want to see what we're up to, then please give us a follow. And please subscribe and follow to all the podcast services, which is now on Spotify, iTunes, TuneIn, and Anchor, and many others around the globe.
We are worldwide.
But thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
We hope you're having a
and
good beginning of your
everything in
October.
between. Yeah. Have an amazing October. Be safe, be scary, and
Adios.
amigo. That'll do.
That'll do.